Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sinkaholic here with episode 12. Look at there. I had just one fall right there. Welcome. This is episode 12 of my Fincraft series, and here is the video that most of you have been waiting on. It is going to be the video showing the finished product of the largest iron golem farm in Minecraft history. I started this project about a week and a half ago. 18 iron golem spawners. I got 9 down at the bottom and 9 at the top. Total of 18, which basically mathematically equals out to a shitload of iron. It's just insane. So, right now, this is going to be a couple of days worth of footage that you're going to see. This was the day that I was getting ready to load up the last 3 cells with the villagers. I have all the cells built, and I kept running into a problem. And the problem was I just had iron golems just falling down, spawning. I've got more iron than I already need for the rest of my Minecraft career, you know, in between 3 chests. So, as you saw at the beginning, I had to put some cobblestone and some lava at the base of the other 2 that I have done. Actually, the other one, just I haven't fallen in the ground in some lava. It's not collecting any iron. It's just killing them, and it's just too much iron. I can't believe I'm ever going to say that, but yeah, that's just literally too much iron. So we'll go over here to the very first one that I had done. This thing here, it stays filled up. I mean, it's just, you know, look at it. I can get rid of the flowers here, but it's just iron upon iron upon iron. Like, oh my god. I'm going to end up having to build like a skyscraper just of iron blocks because I don't know what to do with it all. So, yeah, it's insane how much iron there actually is in here. So, what I'm going to do now is take a break from loading up the villagers to start working on the transport system. And from there to there, I'll run a line, and then, you know, from the north, the south, the east, the west, I'll connect all those to the center, and then I'll connect the outer 4 corners to the, the west and the east cell. So they'll have, you know, the 3 of them are connected, and then the other 3 are connected, and those connections will all lead to the center where the other ones are connected to. So it's kind of confusing. You'll see later on in the video what I'm talking about, but yep, I went and leveled out half the damn desert and got a bunch of sand and started smelting some glass. Obviously, I made a bunch of furnaces here and got some more wood, used that for charcoal, and yeah, I mean, glass is the best way to go as far as the tubes were going to go. You know, I could have went the more decorative route and put some, like, you know, pretty stone bricks or, you know, some just cobblestone or just hell, any damn thing, wood. But there's a few reasons why I chose glass. For one, I can see through it. You know, it's nice. You can see the golems traveling down the tubes to their imminent death. But yeah, and then another reason is it keeps mobs from spawning on them. So, because mobs can't spawn on glass. So, with an iron golem, the tubes that they travel in, there is an actual, like I guess you want to say a dead spot. It's where the water stream ends, and you'll put a sign down, and the new stream begins. So where the signs are is 2 empty voids, and the mobs will spawn in there, and I don't want that. Because then what I'll end up having is having mobs getting killed into the lava and dropping their, you know, loot into the chest and basically filling it up full of, you know, rotten flesh and gunpowder and bones and whatever, you know, string if a spider falls in there. I don't need that stuff. So, yeah, glass is definitely the way to go. It's a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but I think all in all it'll look better and it will keep mobs from spawning. So, I'm going to do that. Go up here to the top center cell here. Get an overview of what everything looks like. Yeah, and you know, I knew the project was going to be big, and I did have some help by one of my buddies on here. And it's just, it wasn't that hard. It's just the villagers, man. The villagers are a pain in the butt. they don't want to work with you. They want to go left when you want them to go right, it seems like. So but the nice thing is that I have all this iron, so I've got like plenty of minecart tracks made up. So like after the first one that I did that you saw in the previous videos was just the minecart track taking them to a water elevator, which was a pain in the ass. And trust me, I did not do that for the rest of these. Now the rest of them, no. I built a snow block path all the way up to the cell and a minecart track to drive them all the way there. I'd jump in the water, knock the minecarts out from underneath them, and teleport out of there. I'd walk back and put the roof on it, and then by that time it was nighttime, so I would sit and wait for daytime, and then I'd do 2 more. So, and then I got lucky because when my buddy came on, you know, he would stay up there, and I would go back down and load up 2 more villagers, and so like we were able to get like 3 or 4 done, 3 or 4 cells, so like 6, you know, villagers moved in the time that it would take me by myself to just do 2 of them. So that helped speed up the process a good bit, and I do appreciate that. So now's the fun part of building these glass tubes, which isn't that bad. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like the center one and the ones here in the middle that I'm going to will be one lower than the rest of them, so the other ones will fall and they won't get they won't stop up. I'm hoping. I'm trying to picture how this is all going to work out before it actually does, because I haven't never really seen this done before. And iron golems are a pain in the butt because 2 of them won't fit in, you know, a 4x4 area or a 2x6 or whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know. You know, if you got to keep up with these iron golem farms. They'll spawn, like one will spawn at the top, be falling on the way down, and there'll be another one down at the bottom that will spawn, and what'll happen is that the 2 will get caught, and they're both trying to they're both getting pushed by the water sources to the center hole, and then they end up getting stuck. So, you know, you got to keep up with this. You got to stay, you know, you got to come by and check it out and take a look up there and make sure that it's not over there. See what I'm talking about? They're just jammed up. Like I could literally remove that block of cobblestone and they probably wouldn't fall because they're all trying to fall down the hole at the same time. So yeah, it's a mega pain in the ass. Alright, so here's an overview of the dynamic map. I got the tubes finally done, and it turned out pretty much exactly how I pictured it in my head. Got an overview of it. So everything's nice and symmetrical. Everything's the same height and the same width and depth and so mathematically pleasing. And here it is. I left last night. I put 3 chests with some hoppers down, and I made sure that they were for the most part empty when I left last night. And I'm coming back on. No one's been on here, so I'm curious to see how much stuff is on here now. And I'll kind of load up a little bit. There we go. Got them falling into a lava, and then there's water underneath the lava that takes the loot down to here. So I would imagine this one, yeah, it's full. This one, yeah, it's full. So we're going to go for 3. About halfway full. So there you go. This was probably in 12 hours. Actually, no, not even 12 hours. It's probably more like 10, maybe 9 hours. Because I was on last night, finishing up the tubes, and my other buddy, he was on, you know, the other side of the map, and he was working on his house, and I was like, all right, I've emptied it out, I'm going to bed, I'll see you in the morning. And this is the first time that I came on here was to do this recording, and I think he got off right as soon as I did. So there's one dropping there. So yeah, it's this thing continuously runs whether anybody's even on the server or not. So word of advice, if you want iron and you want a lot of iron and you always want to have a lot of iron, build an iron golem farm in these spawn chunks of your world. I mean, it's just, look, there's one there, there's one there. It never ends. It never shuts off. I mean, I'm going to have so many I don't even know what I'm going to do with this all. I could literally dig a hole down to bedrock and put chests and hoppers all the way up it, and it would be full by the next day, I'm sure. It's just insane how much iron there is. Oh, man. So I got to get rid of this cobblestone. This kind of is an eyesore right here, and this will make it look a little bit better. But I did want to keep it here while I was recording this, so I'd have something to walk around and give you guys an overview of how everything looks. I mean, it's just so much it don't even render. That's how big this project is. Jump down here and head over towards spawn. Yeah, I mean, if you guys think this was a great project, please remember to like the video and leave a comment and tell me what you thought. And yeah, and like I said, I don't recommend you trying this at all. This is it was way overkill. I mean, I probably should have done my homework a little bit more, done like a little test first, but I didn't. Like I said, I could have just used one iron golem cell, not even a tower, just the one cell would have been fine, because it produces iron 24/7, never shuts off. So I don't even know. I can't even fathom how much iron this thing is going to make. This is ridiculous. It's just crazy. All right, so look at there. I mean, it gets full so quick. Let me go up here to the top again. Where's it at? Here we go. All right, so yep, here we are at the top. I can see one there. I'm sorry that the world's not loading up. It takes a little while to render the chunks whenever I'm recording. It takes a little longer. I don't know why, but saw one there. Let's go over here to this side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them right there in that tube alone. So, I mean, like I said, it's just iron golems for days. And I did actually put up a crusher to begin with, because I thought it would be really cool to do the crusher thing. But with the problem with that is that, like I said, it runs 24/7. So therefore, if I one spawn right there, if I left it, if I left and came back on, there'd be like 500 freaking iron golems caught up in a little 2x2 area where the crusher is, and so that would suck, because it would lag up the server so bad it would get to the point where you couldn't even log on, because it would just, the server would crash from all the the mobs. So it would just, it's not even, look at there, I got half a stack in just the time of me going up there and back. Yeah, it's not even feasible. So lava, it will be to kill them. All right, guys, this has been Inkaholic. This has been the worst project in the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.